That's good stuff right now. Right now, we welcome in a man who has played through plenty of pain. Seriously, see his resume. Guard Young, new head coach of BYU Gymnastics, and an Olympic silver medalist, now in charge of things here in Provo. Guard, welcome to BYU Sports Nation.
Great. I'm just finishing my first week here.
Okay. Well,
Nice.
it's been 1 week. How has the first week been?
It's been wild. It's been long days. Love getting to know the girls. They're great, and they're gonna shock the world. I think they're good. We have some talent on the team, and that's gonna come through this year.
We were talking in our pre-production meeting about you, obviously, and your resume and the fact that you're an Olympic silver medalist, which is fantastic. We want to know right now, where is your silver medal?
It's at the safe at home.
in a good place.
But it needs to make its way from Oklahoma to here. My family's still back in Oklahoma. They're finishing up school, so I'll be flying out this weekend to try to pack and get them all out here.
Okay.
Do you ever wear it at all, or did you just keep it in the safe?
Well, I think for the first year, I wore it a lot.
Okay.
And then,
That's fair.
then it kind of less and less. And for a while there, I was carrying it around in a sock. So you just put it in your sock, put it in your pocket, and then eventually I got a nice case for it, and that can go up on the mantle or whatever. But
So that first year, I mean, well, I was gonna say when you coach, and maybe you get a player that talks back to you, do you say, hey, do you have one of these, and just whip out the medal?
it definitely helps. It does add a little street cred in the gym.
Right. Yep. Sure does.
Okay, you've been here for a week, but let's rewind to when this all kind of formulated. When did the option and idea of coming back to BYU begin?
Well, it first started with great coach Brad Cattermall. 28 years as head coach, retiring, and then it's like, who are we going to get and who's out there? Some great candidates came forward. Athletic director Tom called me and was like, are you interested? You're working with the men. You're at Oklahoma. We just won a national championship. So, it was going to take a lot to leave. One of my first questions was why BYU? You're at Oklahoma. You're established. You're great there. Why BYU? And my answer was because it's BYU. Because it's BYU. If there was one program out there that could tear me away from Oklahoma, it was here.
Yeah, it's a unique place for sure, and that's not uncommon to talk to a number of coaches who have been out and been in other prominent positions. It's you want to get back to BYU because of the uniqueness that it brings. What kind of a program are you inheriting from Brad Cattermall?
Well, like I said, potential. Just being in the week, working with some of the athletes, seeing what they can do. They can compete. Now, what we do in the gym. Gymnastics is a unique sport because we're not playing offense, we're not playing defense, We're not getting tackled when we're up on the balance beam. It's you and the beam. And what I'm going to bring to this team is leadership and the ability to plan and peak and training cycles. And I think that was something maybe missing in the past couple years. And so I can show the girls, this is what we're doing on day one, this is what the day we're going to do on day 144. And have a training plan in place and then execute that plan.
So you've been back for a week now. Have you had strong interaction with the team like you say you are wanting to implement?
Well, not everyone's here. We got some girls out studying abroad.
Okay.
We haven't got the freshmen in yet. They're going to be coming in summer term. I've been on the phone. I've communicated with all of them. They're all excited about coming. I told them, hey, it's going to be your freshman year, but it's my freshman year, so we got to come and bond already. We're freshmen together. But, there have been some that are here at spring term, and so we got about a mixed bag. About half the team is here.
I know it's impossible to answer this question, but we have to ask it. What are your expectations for your first year?
I never expect a score. Scoring is irrelevant to me. You can't control if the judge is judging you harsh or if they're judging light. That's irrelevant. You can't control the teams you beat. That's irrelevant. What I do is not going to affect what they do. What they do shouldn't affect what we do. Okay? We're going to hit routines, and we're going to stick landings. So our magic number is 24. We got 6 routines, 4 events. 24 for 24.
Okay.
And if we get beat, you go over there, you shake their hands because they're better than you. And then you get your butt in the gym and you work harder because something you got to get better. So 24 for 24. That's what we're going
24,
for. The magic number.
That's interesting.
We are on the same page, Spencer, because Coach Mendenhall in the football team, there's some pillars, some numbers that they need to hit, and it's all based off of 24. So
there we go.
And what's even crazier is that I actually have goosebumps with you talking about it, and no other sport gets me goosebumps except for football. So I'm excited. I'm really excited with your passion. It sounds like you're ready to hit the ground running. And I love the fact that you are a little bit shorter. I'm 5'6". I know you're 5'4". So it's good to finally.
I'm stretching that 5'4".
We can go hang on the monkey bars, a little bit, if you want to. Because one question that I have for you is, you've been coaching men, and now you're transitioning to women. What do you think your challenges are going to be for the crossover?
Okay, first of all, I coach athletes. Mm-hmm. All right, and sometimes all athletes learn differently. But I don't see my role, as a coach. I see it as an educator, and as a teacher. And so my style of coaching, whether it lends itself to male athletes or female athletes, is that of educating. And so, with that plan in place, you educate why you're doing something a certain way. And you can't skip step A and get to step D without, potholes. You've got to go through the process. Mm-hmm. And so my plan right now is to be an educator and teach these girls why we are doing things. Once they get that base knowledge, then the magic really happens, because now they get the plan. Now you have them help you develop their own plan. And you get a student athlete to actually write up a plan, and it's their plan and in their handwriting, and then they have to execute it. And hey, my experience has been with student athletes, they will write a harder plan for them than you would have.
Yep.
So, but you got to have, first of all, you got to have a plan, and then you got to execute that plan. That's my two pillars.
Guard Young, new head coach of BYU Gymnastics, bringing it in Studio B. We like it, man. Yeah, he's ready to roll with the program that he inherits. And this is a program that is consistently qualifying for regionals. Their RQS, the regional qualifying score. If you're not familiar with gymnastics, that is a term you need to know, the acronym RQS. They're getting to regionals, but they want to go next level, understandably. And you're always looking to get to the next step, and that would be perhaps advancing to the next level, becoming a top 20 team instead of a top 30 team. What do you feel like is the most important aspect of taking a team from pretty good to really good?
Again, it's peaking at the right moment. Unlike other sports, the regular season doesn't matter that much. When do you got to have peak performance? And right now for BYU, it's at our regional championship. So we've circled that calendar date. For us, that's our Olympic Games. And we're going to peak at that meet. And we've got to be in the top 2 at that meet. So it doesn't matter. We got to get to regionals, which BYU has really no problem getting to. But we've got to get out of that top 2 spot. And so we're going to peak for it, and we're going to circle the calendar, and that's what we're doing. We're gonna all guns a-blazing for that date. Okay, Coach. We've certainly enjoyed talking to you today. We'd like you to sign our BYU Sports Nation Rise Up flag during the break on your way out. And if you're new here, and so we want to tell you about the BYU Sports Nation karma. What happens is when you or one of your athletes come on the show, good things tend to happen. Good things tend to happen. Brian likes to transfer the karma. Yeah.
I like to do it through physical touch.
Well, thanks for having me out, and let's do this again.
Hey, we look forward to what you bring to the program.
Thank you.
Guard Young, head coach of BYU Gymnastics, making his debut on BYU Sports Nation and bringing some big-time plans for the ladies as they open up a new campaign this upcoming season.